Ariel Helwani in Anaheim getting set for UFC 241 alongside Ian Heinisch, who meets Derek Brunson this Saturday live on pay-per-view. Ian, it's good to see you. Big fight for you, big opportunity, big card, right?
Yeah.
This feels different, right?
Yeah, it's amazing. In my opinion, this is the biggest pay-per-view card of the year, and I'm blessed and excited to be on this card and showcase my skill.
And it seems like they've kind of been, I don't like the word gatekeeper. I like the word litmus test. You kind of see where you're at. Derek's been kind of used in that position. He's helped propel some guys, most notably Israel Adesanya as of late. Do you feel like you're being put in that spot here? They want to see just how tough you are?
Yeah, absolutely. And, I feel like stylistically this is a great fight for the fans. We're very similar fighters, but I just feel, I'm younger, I'm more technical, I have a stronger mindset, and I'm hungrier, man. It's my time.
You've been watching him for a long time?
Yeah, I have been. I've been watching him back since he fought Whitaker, and I'm very familiar with him, and I plan on getting him emotional like he does sometimes, and that doesn't turn out well for him.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you, because in that fight he made a huge mistake, just kind of rushed in there, kept his head up and all that. Do you feel like that's a tendency that he likes to do? You're going to try to exploit that?
I mean, yeah, I feel like with Israel, he kind of made wrestlers look bad because I was excited to see that fight, to see how Israel did against a true wrestler. But a wrestler, if he's not going to strike at all, he's not going to get that takedown easy, especially with someone who angles off really well. So that was kind of disappointing on my part. I feel like he got in his head too much, and I'm not basically trying to talk a bunch of smack to get in his head. I'm just going to put a pressure on him that's going to really mess with his game.
He seems, I've seen some of his social media stuff, he seems very motivated, saying this is kind of like a new beginning for him. Have you seen any of that stuff, and if so, what do you make of it?
Yeah, I really don't look into that at all. I just focus on my camp and what I'm good at, let my coaches evaluate him. He can say whatever and try whatever, but I truly believe this is my destiny and my time.
And right now you beat Derek Brunson. You look at the middleweight division. Obviously, we know who's fighting for the belt in a couple of months. We know there's that guy behind me, Paulo Costa, Yo Romero. But where do you think it would put you if you beat a guy like him?
My goal is to be in the top 5 by the end of the year. And me and my management, Jason House, and my coach, Mark Montoya, we're thinking, since I've beat 2 really good jiu-jitsu guys, why not beat the best and call out Jacare Souza?
Okay, that's who you have in mind. Yeah. All right. It's very rare that someone tells me who they have in mind before the upcoming fight. I appreciate that you just did that.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't see a target, how are you going to hit it? So that's what I'm targeting after this. I got a big test in front of me. I'm focusing on that. But we have a plan and a foundation set for the way to the belt.
I like it. By the way, I don't know if you saw this story. I mean, we learned a lot about you. You came out and told us about your past, Canary Islands and whatnot. Yeah. Did you see that Darren Till was also arrested in the Canary Islands and ended up in jail there?
Yeah, I did, and I saw when he was on your show, and he was complaining about 3 days. I was like, bro, try 3 years. I was like, yeah, it was funny. I know exactly what he went through, so it was kind of funny. And, he was just messing around. He was a typical English guy over in the Canary Islands. That's how they act, so it was kind of funny to see that.
I was thinking of you because I was wondering if you would be like, this wuss trying to get some food from Hugo, the security guard, and you had to be 3 years. I mean, you must have been cracking up, right?
Yeah, I was laughing hard. Because it happened right when I was basically, because I was supposed to fight on that London card. Tom Breeze pulled out, remember? Yeah. And then I went over to the Canary Islands. So I think it was like right when I left or a week after I seen it, and I was over there. So
why did you go back?
I wanted to see my old people and just show my fiance where I came from and just kind of full circle, Ariel. It's been awesome.
Wow. What was that like for you?
It was surreal. I was walking around some places and just kind of getting old memories. Like, man, I've been here. And like, wow. And like, my first fight was in South America where I used to traffic. My second fight was going to be in London where I was living. And then I went to the Canary Islands where I was also living. And then I was in New York, which was close to Rikers. So it's just been a full circle with the UFC. It's been crazy.
And was that your first time going back to Canary Islands since you left jail?
Yeah, it was my first time in about 6 years. Yeah, first time back.
That must have been strange initially, right?
Surreal. It was surreal. It was cool, though. It was really cool to just give that inspiration and hope to all the people that I used to hang with and just be like, look, man, you can clean up your life and get it on track. So
since you're such a great success story now, and you talk about Rikers, and Rikers has such a history, I'm wondering if they've ever reached out to you to talk to those guys about like that you can still turn around your life even though you're in here now. Has that ever happened? Is that something you're interested in?
Yeah, I'm starting to do a lot of speaking stuff. After this fight, I'm going to speak for the Denver Broncos and then the Remax, the CEOs of that. But I do it for churches. I'm trying to get in prisons, and that's one of my goals, man. I want to spread this story. Yeah.
Incredible. Well, keep doing your thing, my man. Good luck on Saturday. Looking forward to it.
Thank you, Ariel. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.